Hello everyone, it's Mike from Northern Forex Trader. Welcome back. Today I'm going to show some top-down analysis on some pairs here, and if anybody's new to the channel, welcome. I hope you get some insight on ways to view the market, and hopefully there's some value in what I'm going to show you here. If you do like it, please subscribe, hit the like button, leave a comment, and let me know what you think. We're just going to jump into this. I don't want to make it a super long video, but just some top-down analysis on this Euro US here. Um, as we can see, we start off on the daily, and it's showing some consolidation here in the last few days, 5 to 6 days. So what I do is I break it down to a 1 hour time frame, which is my trading time frame. And let's beef this up so we can see it. And what I like to do is to get the high and low points of the area here. So what we can see is that we've got a false breakout right here. And I want to see if there's any setups possibly coming our way for next week. In this kind of a scenario, in my past videos, I've always said if it's an uptrend, we're looking for butterflies and crabs, and if we have a position to continue in that uptrend, anything on the downside that shows like an M shape would be a Gartley or a bat. Ciphers go either way, so it's things like that. But in a consolidation, you can hit a bat, Gartley, things like that, or any extensions that may come out of it. It all depends on the ratios because in a consolidation, you're going sideways. There's no up, down, there's no up or down trend. So that's how I view it. So let's find our XA leg. And I showed you this on one of my previous videos, that here we have a break of structure here with this one. And then the leg has broken structure back down to the downside. This is my XA leg. That is where I'm going to determine anything else after that. So let's get rid of that. I'll show you this is the XA leg, and let's go through our if-then scenarios. So we'll go from our X to A leg. What we have here right off the bat is you have a 50% retracement here. You also have over here a 618 retracement. So let's go through one at a time. So the 50% retracement, and then we have a retracement back down here, which also closed past the 618, which also gave us a wick down in here, gives us a bat formation according to my rules. Now it's kind of an ugly looking bat, but the 618 falls right at the top end of this previous resistance area. Okay, so there's an opportunity there to take let's get these lines here and just visually draw it out for anybody. And there, it's an ugly looking bat. It's ugly looking, but the rules match. It's generally we like to see these ones have a look like this, but sometimes it doesn't happen that way. Sometimes it pops up, creates an opportunity there. So if we go back to this, and that's one opportunity there, okay, let's delete this and see what happens if we use now this portion of it. So here we have a 618. What we need to have happen is a close past the 618 here, which then we can possibly find the Gartley here and here. Coincidentally enough, the Gartley 127 falls in and around the 886 with the bat. Not too bad, huh? So right now this is showing to prove that this kind of area here is kind of being a sweet spot for a selling opportunity. If we even drop down to a 15-minute chart, you can see that there's a double bottom here with a break of structure here. Maybe it comes down to a 2618. That if it came down to here, it would come, we can take a buying opportunity all the way up. Or it's retesting this structure here. But we would see a completion point of a 127. Oh, look at that. Falls right at the top end where the bat pattern would be. So this seems to be a really good area that if the price action should get up to that point, it might be a good opportunity to take a selling position. And placing your stops above this would be a wise thing to do. Now, there's not a whole bunch of news coming out for the euro until about Wednesday, I believe, or so you might see in the next few days that this thing still might go sideways. Not a whole lot of action, but you could probably take a buying opportunity here, taking this double buy. It's not really in a downtrend. That's what we look for. The 2618 is on downtrends or uptrends, but this is in a consolidation area. It's created a double bottom with some break of structure to the upside. Possibly may hit this, go up. So there's some trading opportunities there. Let's do one more top-down analysis. What we got here on the US Japan is, let's start from scratch. Let's delete all this stuff here and show some people how to do it. Here we have the overall trend coming down. We have a long run here. What we have to find out in these situations is where, if the market were to retrace back up to, how far would it go back up to before it continues to go down, or possible areas of resistance, and then if it keeps going down, possible areas of support. So what I like to do is box out the areas of the last break of structure, which is here, which looks like it comes all along here, this whole thing here. We can even put a horizontal line right across there. And if we zoom back on the daily, we can look for opportunities. Where are you? Of next support and resistance areas here. Okay, which I'm taking this point here and this point here. I like to see the sandwich. The resistance that then it broke through resistance and now is support. It's come back. Let's see if it retests the support and resistance area here, which seems pretty good. So now that I've blocked out this section here, this helps a lot of people. This helps me break down my trading. Gives me an opportunity to look at things where if it goes up, I'm looking to sell up here. If it goes down, I'm looking to buy when it comes down here. Now let's look at our other indicators. We have an oversold RSI. We're in the middle. We might come back up into here, which may cause us to have some form of divergence if it comes up and does this, comes back down. Who knows? Okay. But now I've kind of zoned out my area. Let's drop down to a trading time frame. And we can see what's happening in here. So here we are super oversold. Right here, we've created a divergence. So it's going up, but it's coming back into this area. So next week, take a look at this spot right here. And if it holds and continues to go up, we're looking for a break of structure to the upside and then back down. We have a double bottom 2618 with a possible buying opportunity into our sell area. Okay, so take a look at this one. If this continues to go down and breaks this, look for a retest of this, and then we're into the bottom end, into our buy area. So look for little opportunities like this, and you may be able to scalp out the market enough to get some pips throughout the week until it gets into your bigger major areas of support and resistance. And here we have a setup of possibly an ABCD pattern, which on the daily, what I did was mark off a potential area here that was support, and now maybe looking at resistance right over here. And if I zoom back, this area here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a really good spot where price action has bounced off of it several times, several areas, and it's a really good spot that possibly, I'm going to see if there's any confluence here with this coming down in there. Not really. But we're coming into an area of resistance that was support back here. There was some consolidation. So coming back into it, dropping down to our lower time frame. And our lower time frame, we can see that price is still moving up, breaking, breaking, breaking. And this candle here has broken structure to the back, on the back end here, to the upside. So two things I'm looking for. Let's get rid of this. Two things I'm looking for. I don't know what's going to happen next week, but right now we have a 618 retracement. So we could have a possible 618 up into here. And we're looking for a buying opportunity. Back down in here, it may have a Gartley, a deep Gartley right there. I would put it in between the 786 and 127. That's where my entry point would be. So what I'm looking for is that if we break above the 618 and close above the 618, come back down, I'm looking for an entry here. And then that one would be to buy. Okay, and that's your buying. And that's what we have here for this one. Okay. And that one, you have your Gartley. Okay. That's where I'm looking for, but it has to break above the 618. But the other option would be to have that this 618 continue to go up and break through and past this. I am looking for an extension, Fibonacci extension, to the 127, which falls right there on the line. And with that 127, I'm looking for a harmonic move. How about we don't grab the whole thing? Let go. Grab it. There we go. And a harmonic move up into that 127. Okay. First target's here. Second target's down in here. And those are my two options for the Euro Aussie next week. So if it continues to go up a little bit, breaks above the 618 and starts to come down, look for that Gartley to buy, which is a very strong signal to do so. If it continues to move up, look for the 127 area here to take a selling opportunity back into previous structure. Okay, and those are just a few of the things setting up for next week. I hope you enjoyed it. Um, it's just some thoughts and ideas. So if you did enjoy it and there was some value to you, I'm glad. Please subscribe, hit the like button, leave a comment, let me know what you think, and we'll see you next week. Thank you.